don't trust me. Well, Coach, the road trip last week up there to Canada, and another victory, and another conference victory, and conference-wise, setting yourself up for the final game of the regular season when Central comes here. But just kind of talk about the road trip up there and the record-setting performance by Chase as well.
Well, it's a difficult road trip, certainly in terms of time. We left at noon on Thursday. You have the issue of the border crossing and the passport issue with players. But one thing about our players here at Humboldt is that they know that when they play at Humboldt, they sign on for that. And so the travel, as difficult as it is, and I'm not going to diminish that difficulty at all, our players understand it, and I think they even embrace it. They have turned it into a positive, and it's a great opportunity for some team bonding. Our players have fun with that. They enjoy one another, certainly, and that's great to see. And then they're ready to play come kickoff. And we certainly were ready on Saturday with 28 points in the first quarter. Needed to do just what we did, get off to a good start and establish our dominance over Simon Fraser very early on. And we were able to do that, so a very successful trip.
Chase, a lot of records being broken this year, another performance of the week.
Well, you feel so good for Chase. Again, he was a player that came in 2013, and for those that remember, that was the 0-11 year where what could go wrong did go wrong, where we had injuries that completely decimated and changed our roster. The one bright spot in 2013 from a player standpoint was Chase Crevichet, as he was a freshman of the year in the conference and led the conference in receptions that year. Chase set a goal as he came to Humboldt. He looked at the record book. He saw Dustin Krieger's name there and set a goal for himself that he would someday surpass the receptions record established by Dustin, and he did that on Saturday. So just really excited for him, certainly proud of him. Again, he's dealt with so much in his career here. Again, this was not to be a senior year. That was supposed to be last year, but he had 2 hip surgeries and got a medical red shirt in 2016, which enables him to play in 2017. And he's playing with some pain, certainly not only from the hip surgeries, but he has an ankle that he's dealing with right now. But his game on Saturday certainly was a memorable game. For the record, big punt returns. He's only 1 touchdown reception away from that record, also held by Dustin Krieger. So again, he puts his name at the top of a pretty impressive list, and again, it's just another accomplishment by a member of this senior class that I think has to go down as the best senior class ever to come through Humboldt State. You have now Chase with the career receptions record. You have Robert already with the career passing record. You have Jaquan with multiple records, including the career rushing record. And you have Alex Kappa, probably the most decorated offensive lineman, not only at this school, but in this conference. So 2 more games to go, but certainly excited for Chase.
Yeah, one more question about Chase. He's a guy that after getting injured, he could have said that, that's it. That's it. Graduation, so be it. But what did that say about him for coming back? And, why did, not putting words about, but why did he want to?
It gives people an insight into who Chase Crevichet is. Again, this is a young man with a 3.7, 3.8 GPA, wants to be an orthopedic surgeon when football's over with, and is as smart a football player on the field as I've ever coached. He understands the game. Obviously, he and Robert Weber have a great relationship that extends all the way back to before high school down in Corona, and a very, very tough competitor, but tough kid all the way around, obviously, dealing with the injuries and the pain that he's played through during his time here. So, again, he got a chance, when he had the surgeries, he elected to have the second one. The first one was needed. The second one he knew was going to be needed at some point. He elected last year to have that second surgery on his hip and went through an extensive rehab process to be ready for this season, missed some of fall camp as that rehab continued in August. But again, he means so much to our football team. He's a 4-time team captain the first that I've ever had with that. And that speaks to the respect that he has from his teammates as well as his coaches. He's a special football player, but an even better young man.